I don't remember this battle, but whatever.
You can execute that maneuver.
Somehow looks less uncanny valley than the Tarkin from Rogue One.
Tarkin from Rogue One was fine.
I'm just kidding.
Carrie Fisher from Rogue One was weird. And also the fact that if you've seen the behind-the-scenes footage with the actress that was the body double, it's like you could have just had her shoot the part. It would have been fine.
Replica outside.
Imagine that's cheap.
By the time I buy it, it will be.
Haha. Waiting for deals and steals.
Look, I think we all know that's going to end up on deep discounts.
You know, sometimes those things they don't ever put them on the discount that they should be on. They just like eat it because they don't want to drive the prices down.
Or admit that they made a terrible mistake.
Well, that's like that. Well, that would be the case with like say WWE merch, like the belts.
Yeah.
They're never gonna fess up that like we fucked up. No, it's not happening. They don't make mistakes.
By the way, how's that like dollar Enzo microphone working out for you?
Yeah, it wasn't even $1. Thank you very much.
Where is it?
Somewhere in that
box. See that hat? The soft hat?
Oh man, so you're gonna
Okay.
cosplay as Enzo Amore now?
Oh, you gotta leave that certified G sticker on there forever.
Here's what I did: is I got that hat. I got a John Cena rally towel.
Okay,
I got a Enzo and Cass T-shirt.
The cup of haters.
that is a cool shirt.
I got the Enzo ornament, and I got myself a Revival T-shirt.
Okay.
Total bill, less than $13.
Fantastic.
Oh man, plushy Han Solo and Carbonite.
What?
That's so adorable.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That was also I mean, no, we don't just buy stuff on clearance to give away on our streams.
Yeah, what?
That would never happen.
Enjoy that cup of haters t-shirt, somebody.
There's also a 4XL Damn t-shirt that I got for free.
Nice.
But I'm pretty sure that the company that gave it to me for free sold my information to porn sites. But whatever.
But those porn sites probably already had your information anyway, so the joke's on them.
Yeah, it was.
Excellent.
It was one of those. Suddenly, I started getting email from questionable sources.
That's honestly at work. That's the joke. Is like right now, I'm not on the engineering email list. I'm just on the operators emailing list. And the joke is that you don't really want to be on the engineering email list because then you just keep getting like porn. Because if you go to the WDIO website, the very first email that you get, like the questions one, is the engineering one for God knows what reason.
Okay.
So any website that just scrapes for emails gets that one. So yeah, we get like sex toy emails and stuff in there apparently.
Fair enough. Push hard, it moves easy. I can tell you that I ain't taking one out of there, so.
That was One got fat. Greatest short film of all time.
It's useless. I know that he's the bad guy in this game, so kill him.
Spoilers.
You know what? There's people out there that haven't played this game.
Spoilers for this like 20-year-old game.
There's a pretty good chance they're never gonna play through it, so.
And if you are gonna play for it, get the PSP version where they translate the story better.
They translate it correctly?
Yeah.
this thing right over here that you have sealed.
Yep.
Gem Mint 10. We're not even supposed to have these.
We'll talk about some wrestling.
No, we're talking about Beanie Babies. Put your kids through college.
That's
Oh my god. The Beanie Babies.
true. Yup.
The best time to make money at make money at McDonald's, not from Beanie Babies, but from the fact that you're allowed to work as much overtime as you want because of Beanie Babies.
What was it?
The thing that was crazy for me is somehow I had been living in a cave, so I had no idea what the hell they were. And like the first year I worked at that place, or like first or second year, you know, they had that promotion, and I had no idea why we were getting our asses kicked for like 8 hours straight.
So,
And then somebody informed me about what the hell Beanie Babies were and why I should care. I didn't.
Yeah, no,
No.
that was just it. I didn't give a shit. I just liked the fact that I could get like
Oh yeah.
70 hours overtime a week and no one cared.
yeah, so Guru Larry just did a video about the rise and demise of Beanie Babies. And actually references the teeny Beanie Babies and talks about how the fact that, like, Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce wishes it could cause the kind of chaos at McDonald's that Beanie Babies did.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just you could steadily. The best part was just having worked through every single one of those promotions, you could just tell like how.
The first one was crazy. The second one was insane, and then it was just like bottom fell out.
And then by the time
Well,
we
the
ran
fact
the
that-
last Beanie Babies promotion, we had enough left over that they were the emergency toys when we ran out of actual toys.
Yep,
And
the
then it's
fact
like,
that-
I don't want this Beanie Baby. Too bad. It's all we've got. You take it. You take it. You
The
throw it away.
fact
It's
that
just wrong.
my first year at McDonald's was the last year Beanie Baby, and it was nothing.
Yep. Yeah, the second year was crazy too, because like, oh, we've got enough this time. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You would have had enough if it was last time. It
I
got
just-
worse.
I remember, like, just the insane security protocol type things that would go, like, back the semi right up to the shed and open the door so no one can jack the Beanie Babies that you're shoveling
Well,
into the
now was
shed.
it the third time when they got really crazy and it's like we're doing them in the Happy Meals and then there's those bonus bears you can buy at the same time. It's like, yeah,
Yep.
please, can we have more stuff?
But come on, you
And
guys will get a full
the
set.
The employee incentive was yes, you get a full set of them. It's like, oh, great.
Wasn't there like one bear exclusive
Yup.
for the crew?
Yes.
Should have sold that immediately.
Yeah, in hindsight, I have like 10 of them. Because all the crew people are like, if you take my shift, I'll totally give you my exclusive bear. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. I was going to take it anyway because it's all overtime, but yeah, I'll do that.
Cornering the market on the McDonald's exclusive Beanie Baby.
How long is it going to retire? It's worked out well.
I had no delusions that it was like,
Oh, man. It's like we could have pooled our money together with the money I was going to make off of all of my 1995 Power of the Force 2 figures. Oh,
You've got all of the Boba Fett variants.
I do. I have the long sabers too. Don't forget, that's money. That's money
Target.
right there. They're probably upwards of $4 now.
You're sorry. They're probably 10.
No, I don't think so.
Why don't you find out?
Go to eBay. Oh yeah. No, you can't give those things away, Jason. Nobody wants Power of the Force 2 figures because
Ironically, you know
'Cause
what?
they're kind of terrible.
You know what has sort of appreciated in value? Those Star Wars Bendums that predated the Power of the Force 2, because
yeah, there's a kitsch quality to those.
and the fact that they were the first new Star Wars
Yeah.
merchandise on toy shelves in quite a while at that point. And they were such that idiot collectors didn't buy a shit ton of them, so they're actually somewhat hard to find now.
It's terrible.
Yeah, well, you know. So we're Power of the Force 2, but that didn't stop you.
Yeah, but see, like 18-year-old Ryan thought that those were the greatest thing of all time. I mean, look at how detailed they are. And Diesel.
So Diesel. Buff Lando's my favorite figure.
Luke Skywalker's been hanging out with Hulk Hogan taking the butt roids. Allegedly, I'm sorry. Allegedly.
The modern day Jedi.
I like it.
Uh,
That's all natural, baby.
Mint-on card Star Wars Luke Skywalker Farm Boy Power of the Force 2 Long Saber release, $9.99.
There you go, $10.
So he's
boy.
appreciated in value by $4.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Star Wars or Darth Vader Longsaber, $10. That guy's asking for 13. X-wing Luke Skywalker Longsaber, $30. Buy it now.
Unfortunately, the sad thing is they've probably been in the storage space outside so long that glue is probably fallen off, so they're probably no longer on the card. But anyway,
Get some spray glue. We can fix that. Nobody needs to know.
not everybody knows now. Everybody knows now. It's too late.
Dagobah Luke Longsaber, $17.
That amazing Dagobah Luke figure,
Uh-huh.
so good. He makes Farm Boy look tiny by comparison.
Look, he's been trading on Dagobah. He got more ripped. It makes sense.
Sure it does. Sure it does.
Following the story.
He doesn't need the backpack to carry Yoda, he just carries him in the
That's
palm
right.
of his hand.
Seriously, though,
Throws him in
Buff
things.
Lando, greatest figure ever made.
So terrible. He's
if you
so
don't-
terrible. Oh my god.
Just ripped.
They were all awful.
I want to know what material Buff Lando's shirt's made out of, that it's still billowy, but also showing off the six-pack.
It's like tight-fitting spandex around there, like looser-fitting stuff. I
But
don't
like a weird blend of spandex and satin.
know. I don't know.
It's the future.
Well, I mean, he is the Baron Administrator of Cloud City. He can afford that kind of stuff,
right.
right?
Oh. Buffalo Bot.
Lobot wasn't until like '98, so he's slightly less buff. Still buff, but not that buff. And the stuff.
Ladies, just can't get enough.
Buff Lando.
Look. He not Buff Lando, but
Buff Bagwell.
Buff Bagwell. He proved that the ladies were into it because he made a career out of basically pimping himself out.
I think the most important thing that he wanted.
And you could make an argument that he wrestled a lot more than some of the guys who were way more popular than he was back in the day. So,
I like Buff.
yeah, Buff was okay.
None of us were nearly as big a fan of Buff as one Brent Bassett,
Oh, bastard.
True.
who's lived his entire life trying to become Buff Bagwell.
He had a man crush on Buff Bagwell before a man crush was a thing.
They actually thought about getting passing the Buff Bagwell t-shirt off of Pro Wrestling Tees, where it's just the silhouette of Buff in his kneeling flexing pose, and it just says, like, I think it's Buff is the stuff in words over and over, making up the silhouette. Problem is that I pretty much never see Bassing anymore, so.
Oh yeah, so when we watched the end of that Nitro,
Yeah.
that was the moment that I remember being there for, because I remember all that garbage being hurled into the ring.
Okay.
And that schmaz finish.
Yeah.
The WCW finish.
Yeah.
I actually, thinking back, I think every single WCW event I went to, the room at the ring at the end of the night was just trash strewn.
Yeah, I can't remember if the '99 show did. I mean, I would imagine it did. I mean, we'll have to watch
I
that.
don't know, there's
episode.
enough people there in 99 to throw garbage.
It's early '99, so it's
Oh.
before. Yeah,
So it's before the bottom entirely fell out.
yeah. I mean, it's post finger poke of doom, but it's pre the wheels have completely fallen off. Yeah, no, we definitely need to watch that one just because it's like
We also need to go back and watch
what
the
a
one from-
difference to see the insanity of what a 1 year's difference makes at like where that company is.
We also should go back and watch the one from the deck for
Yes.
hilarity's sake.
Yes.
The one that has a main event featuring Prince Iakea. Because
Prince,
Hogan's not,
Prince Nakamak?
yeah, because Hogan's not showing up in Duluth.
No.
Uh,
It's amazing.
didn't what's his Nash have like shit to smack talk to say about being in Duluth?
Probably.
I would imagine so.
I think because I think that
It's kind of a shtick.
well, right, but I think that basically the ring was filled with trash once again, and it was very much a reaction where people throw, entirely too much shit in the ring and whatever. They have that reaction because that's
Maybe
what
they shouldn't put on such shitty matches that
Well,
people
I'm
want
not-
to throw shit in the ring.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that as a result, I think that maybe it was actually part of the show where Nash came out on the mic and was like, "This is why we don't come here, because you guys are a bunch of dicks."
Oh man, Legends of Wrestling 2. Why aren't we playing this? I'm sure it's great.
Oh, I'd imagine it probably is.
I mean, Acclaim only made good wrestling games through their entire. But look, the Mania is back because we can get away with saying that. 'Cause-
Oh, is what they did.
and it's got Hogan and Andre facing off. Do you get it? Do you get what they're talking about?
I get it.
Oh,
Did
man.
you look at the cast?
Battle over 65 legends: Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, Sid Vicious, Eddie Guerrero. ...
How many of those guys are dead?
Most of them.
Oh, wait a minute. The list of
Yeah, it's about half.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Unfortunately, it's the ones that you would like to still be alive. are
the
ones that are dead.
the talented ones are dead.
Yeah. I mean, Sid Vicious might as well be dead. He doesn't show up for shows. So.
Yeah, don't disrespect Bruno Sammartino like that.
I know. He's like the one who's alive that I'm still like, yeah. That's cool. Big Papa Pump, I mean, his career peaked when he delivered a promo about mathematics.
He's a highly educated man.
He's a highly educated. He went to a
He's
highly,
he went to
he
a
went
highly
highly
educated-
educated university.
Yeah.
It
So
didn't
he's
really
gonna
teach.
talk down to all you people.
That's right. 6 new match types. 6 and 8 man tag.
6,
Ladder.
you say?
Yeah, 6 and 8 man tag. Ladder, cage, and battle royal. All new storyline, career mode, and expanded create a legend. Battle intergender heavyweight champion Andy Kaufman. The Andy Kaufman estate got some money off this.
So it's like I know we simulated a match before, but we need to totally simulate a match in one of these wrestling games where it's Warrior, be Stone Cold, be Cena, be Reigns.
We do old enough
No,
to get
okay.
Hogan in there too.
Well, I mean, I was assuming we use a newer one, which means that Warrior has to fill in for Hogan.
Unless, of course, we do it in unless we use Fire Pro Wrestling Returns, in which case we just get all of them in there.
Yeah, no, here's the thing is,
But see, I like using the WWE game to simulate with their stats.
That's what I was
Like,
gonna say.
Who's gonna win?
you go
True.
to WWE game is going to have bloated stats for all these guys.
Let's see. Looking inside, Terry Funk and Superfly Murder Snuka are in here. Jerry the King Lawler.
That's fair. Lawler probably belongs in
The Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov.
the game. Okay.
There's no actual list. It's just staring at small gray screenshots to try to. Captain Lou. That's right. He's gonna do the Mario, have the hammer swing directly into his junk. It'd be really awkward.
He
It's like, why does he keep dancing?
he
Why
likes
did
it that way?
Why did they go in this take?
It's the only way he feels alive.
Well, why did they keep the part where he jumps at the end and almost loses his balance? It's so weird.
Captain Lou Albano.
There's so many odd choices.
And then we should simulate a battle of the B players. So Macho, The Rock, and CM Punk, and
Rock was.
Yeah, he was compared to Austin was.
He had time Ross going there because Austin went on surgery.
Right, but if you're going peak Attitude Era, it's Stone Cold all the way, man. And The Rock is just second fiddle.
I think I get the feeling that during that era,
There was never a close like there was never like a I mean they're more, let's say they're more like A1 and A2. I mean, but I don't even think that's I mean he's
C plus, B minus.
I mean honestly of the Attitude Era stars, it's Austin, Rock, and Mankind, and then maybe Triple H. But maybe Undertaker and Kane would be above Triple H at that point too.
You actually own this game, huh?
what game? Yeah, I own that game.
How is it?
I've never played it.
Well, we should fix that at some point.
The question is, who is second fiddle to Roman Reigns right now?
Seth Rollins?
You think so?
Maybe. I don't know.
AJ
Mm,
No, to
Styles?
be fair, they've actually been cutting interesting promos, and Roman Reigns is still slowly getting over. Like, they actually had a fun promo where they joked.
I mean,
about,
I'm just trying to think of like who the WWE
Right.
considers the B player to Roman Reigns. You know, they consider. I don't know.
because the fun thing is, so like after Rollins came out there and pled his case to be added to the last chance match, like he went back and Roman Reigns is there, and I'm like, oh, you had to get in there, like whatever, like, oh, you upset? Or like, no, it's fine, you have to get in the eliminator. It's gonna be like the Royal Rumble. I'm just gonna eliminate you. Like, oh, come on, man, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, they actually had legitimate chemistry. It was weird.
What? Letting Roman Reigns
Be
kind
himself?
be the kind of sarcastic ass guy he is. Works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, weird, right? Who'd have thought?
I don't know if I believe it. I mean, you have said two things that should never go. You let, and also you had the word Roman Reigns with work.
Yeah, believe me, I watched the segment back a couple times. Had to
Yeah,
conferred with a team of scientists to make sure.
to make sure it wasn't suckering succotash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I find that shocking.
Freaking DMX light controller.
Yeah?
Huh. Fun.
You didn't know I had these things?
No.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. I accumulate a lot of random things.
Yeah, hear that.
Because, Artemis, Starship Bridge Simulator.
Yep.
The game actually outputs DMX light commands. So you can actually, if you wanted to be the crazy person, to build a Starship Bridge set with lights.
And you would.
Oh, if I had the space, yeah. But yeah, so you can set it so like when you go to red alert, you could actually have it output light commands to turn on a bunch
Well,
of...
I mean, that light, though, probably wouldn't work for a starship because it's like...
a billion.
It's like a disco light.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Like, we're at red alert.
Go to party alert.
so,
That's right.
so it fit in perfectly on like the 60s Star Trek.
That's right. But yeah, I mean, the great thing is, like, since there's so many DMX devices, you could get, like, fog machines and stuff, so that...
That's Captain
When-
Kirk's
when
sexy
you-
time red alerts.
So, like, you could set it up so, like... Because the DMX commands that it allows are really deep, so, like, you could be, like, if you take damage without, like, through shields, it trips fog machines and pumps smoke into your bridge.
That's what they call the action move.
Yeah, pretty much. You can do that. The game is crazy fun.
Yep.
Though on easier difficulties, you immediately realize that you can just pull the, like, at least in earlier builds, it's gotten more complex, but the get just within range. Now back away from them because their missile. If we back up at full speed, their missiles can't catch us, and we'll slowly pick them off with lasers.
Oh, yeah, I know that Mark Wing used to go to his friend's house. They used to do like LAN parties, and they did that one time. They had like the living room set up.
We could do it sometime because I have the game. I bought like the, and I bought it from the actual developer rather than through Steam because it's super cheap on Steam. But of course, then it's locked to one. As where I bought the bridge pack where it's like it technically includes the license to install it on like 5 machines.
So you can actually
No, he also makes the
experience
point,
it.
like, obviously there's no DRM, you can do whatever you want with this, but, just don't put it online, please. And it's like, fair enough.
I promise I'll try it.
No, it's like, I think it's been on more than 5 machines, but it's always been the like, hey friends, come over, we'll play this game together. But also the installer stays on my thumb drive, so really, like, it might be on your computer, but you can't do anything with it anymore. But no, it's pretty fun. Space whales exist. Whales. Right. Except in space.
have space jellyfish.
This is true.
Oh man, Video Magic
Connor
rated.
Farpoint is a great pilot, by the way. It's great.
Sure is. Video Magic rated War Gods NC-17. That's kind of laughable. Yeah, not even a rating you can give a video game, but that's fine. I like.
Wasn't there a very brief time? I mean, I know that in Britain there was a time when
where they used the movie ratings.
they
I know,
used the movie
here
ratings.
we had Sega's system, which had like the. They had one that was very similar to NC-17. No, it's gonna bother me that I can't think of what.
We'll just look at Night Trap because I'm sure that one was rated the worst
Probably.
rating.
No.
I mean, it realistically shouldn't have been, but it probably was.
Yeah, it's such a bad game.
Oh, yeah.
It never really, until I actually watched somebody do a full playthrough of it, it never occurred to me how bad Night Trap really
Well, it's
is.
like when you realize that it was designed
MA-17 and MA-13
Okay.
were the.
you realize it was designed for a console about a decade before it was actually released.
Yeah.
Yep. But it did have Dana Plato in it, so you know.
Yeah. It did.
For what that's worth. Right. Watch some Strokes on the weekend.
You're up super early in the morning.
Well, that actually plays on the afternoons. Like that's like the last thing that airs on MeTV before I get home.
Oh, right, Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah, it's Facts of Life followed by Different Strokes.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was the episode of Muhammad Ali. It
Okay.
was one of the 2 episodes that aired. Because he's Arnold's hero, and Arnold wants to meet him, and he's going to get to, but then plans change and he's not going to be able to. So then a scheme is hatched where his brother has to pretend that he's
You
done.
mean Willis?
Yeah, I
His
know.
brother's name is Willis.
Yep, because what you're talking about. What's up with that? See, just combine 2 things. Yep, went to the hurricane. Don't ask.
I wasn't gonna mention.
No, I want to see this mashup of Different Strokes with the hurricane in it.
Look, is Gary Coleman still alive?
No.
Call Guy. You can find out.
Willis is the only surviving child from the show. Ironically.
It was one of those things where I'm like, I can't remember if that was a hoax that went on the internet or if he actually died.
That is the sad fact of the internet nowadays.
Because, and I hate to say it, Gary Coleman's the kind of thing where I can see a hoax going off about that. Because I was going to say, if he was alive, he clearly wasn't doing anything. He could probably booked him with Shane Helms.
I remember him doing the commercial for the loan,
Yeah.
the payday loan, same place Mr. G was working.
I remember him being in Postal 2.
Oh, yeah.
Or was it Postal 3? One of the Postal games had that Gary Coleman magic.
Yeah, Gary Coleman.
He's like one of the only surviving members of that show, period, at this
Drummond's dead? You tell me?
point. the guy that looked like he was about 70 years old back in the late 70s? Yeah, he's not around anymore.
It brings about a good question. When did he die?
Who, Gary Coleman or Mr. Drummond?
Well, I mean both. One was likely much closer to today than the other, but
Oh wait, I forgot.
2010.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
I forgot. Danny Cooksey's still around, but I mean that's late. Different Strokes. When the literal redheaded stepchild showed up on the show.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, hey, Arnold wasn't looking so cute anymore. You got to refresh the cuteness levels of different stroke.
I had 100% forgot that they put.
Oh yeah, it's when Mr. Drummond married his mother, who was Diane Sugarbaker from Designing Women. It's complicated.
But hey, let's just be glad that Emmanuel Lewis is still alive. So
He's
we
the
still-
Antichrist.
yeah, we
We
still
all
have,
know that.
we still have Webster though.
Poor man's different strokes.
That's right. Who's laughing now? One of them's still alive.
But you know who's not still alive? Webster. Alex Karras.
Oh.
Oh,
Some good video game conversation happening.
Top notch.
I hope you guys enjoy references to 80s sitcoms.
You know what?
You're in the right place.
This is far better than me, like, wanting to blow my brains out trying to think of topics, so.
Oh, but the Facts of Life that was on was a two-parter? Or was it? Yeah, it was. Because it's the one where Blair finds out that her grandfather was a member of the Ku Klux Klan.
I did not know this episode
I didn't know
existed.
this episode
Which
existed either.
saying it out loud now makes it sound like one of those fake, very special episodes. You know, like the one where Scooter had spinal meningitis.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't remember this episode at all.
And then Blair like super compensates and is.
I mean, is this still taking place at the school?
Yeah, it's still
in
the school
scared?
years,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, because like they're doing some report about somebody they admire, so she's doing it about her dead grandfather, and then
She finds out a shocking truth.
I'm trying to remember which somebody does the research and finds it, and then of course Blair overcompensates and is like trying to treat Tootie like super nice and keeps buying her clothes and stuff because that's gonna make up for slavery,
Of course.
for slavery and racism.
That's right. And then slavery was over.
Oh, it's Natalie that finds out the fact that.
Oh, of course, it's Natalie. She ruins everything.
Yeah, pies. Boom! Get in there.
She's
Oh.
a great voice for the Velma on Scooby Doo, though.
That's
So
true.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, God.
I'm assuming Joe was there.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Being the Fonzie of the Facts of Life.
Hey. That's true. I never really thought, growing up, I never thought of it that way, but it's true. She was the Fonzie of
Oh, yeah.
Facts in Life, yeah.
Well, they had all the stereotypical girls. They needed the bad girl, and they didn't have one, so they had to introduce Joe. That's how it works.
And cut like 3 cast members from season 1.
Or 3 at least. They cut Molly Ringwald for crying out loud.
To be fair, all the other girls actually do show up in an episode later in the season as like a reunion. Like, I think it's one of the in the last season at the school.
Well, again,
Where it's the idea of like, oh, they've all been off camera.
Well-
Except Molly Ringwald's not there. She's a big star by that point, so.
right, because it's the mid '80s.
That's right.
Well, again, to be fair, at least the show gave a reason for them not being in the house with the rest of the other girls.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Bye. We've gone down a strange rabbit hole here. It's all right.
This is.
This is the kind of gripping conversations that need to be had more often.
I mean, my Sundays exist in watching like Beekman's World and Bill Nye, and then he goes to Saved by the Bell.
Oh my God.
I watched.
I would kill to be able to just sit and watch.
Oh yeah, it's pretty great. The sad part is the fact that that's like the 2 hours where I actually have stuff to do, so I kind of like half pay attention and then half actually do my
that
job.
sucks.
But then Saved by the Bell's on for like 2 hours, so I
Oh,
can just
okay.
watch that. So
that's so great.
No, it isn't. I think we've all lived through the time when it was like you could change the channel and find Saved by the Bell.
yeah, yep.
24/7. It was on a channel somewhere.
To be
Th-
fair,
that's
it's
The
kind of
Simpsons.
it's kind of come around again where you don't really see it anywhere except for MeTV on Sundays. So
And then it's the Brady Brunch follows that up, which they're in the Cousin Oliver episodes again. So terrible, but so terrible that I kind of watch it out of like a wow. Who thought this was a good idea?
I do like the commercial that they run where it's got Robbie Rist basically saying that, yeah, I've ruined a bunch of your favorite shows like this one and this one.
Yeah, where they Photoshop him into
Yeah.
shows that he wasn't a part of.
I watched an episode of Elf before I went to work on Sunday.
I saw the end of an episode of Elf.
So it was the one where the Kate's friend is an alcoholic and she thinks that Elf is her imaginary friend that she sees when she's drunk.
Ah,
I actually remember almost nothing about Elf. Like,
I
I know I watched it.
well, everybody did. It's required by law.
It really was.
But-
if you were a certain age in the late 80s, you watched Elf.
I still remember watching the final episode, wondering how that cliffhanger was going to resolve. Still wondering.
And then having to wait 5 years for them to do a movie which sort of answers some of the questions, but
Yeah.
not all of them.
Yeah. Yep, he totally got caught. He's been living in government
Did
custody
they,
for
what,
years.
did they like liquidate the Tanner family because they knew too much? I don't know.
They reference them in a throwaway line.
Yeah, that's
I think
right.
they're living in Hawaii or something on the government money. Because apparently Willie just turned him in or something.
That seems like something Willie would do. Considering the amount of times Elf wrecked his house.
This is true.
Yeah, it's like if I wanted to watch Elf every Sunday, I'd actually have to show up an hour early, and that's not happening. So.
Oh, it's tough to say.
I mean, the times where I've had to pick you up beforehand, then I actually get to watch like most of an episode when I get there.
Well, it's like I think I've realized that I'm gonna get up, about 4:45, take my shower and stuff, eat breakfast at home, watch the episode, and then leave after the first episode.
Yeah, I can go work.
Because there's no reason for me to be there that early on Sunday. It's not like I can buy anything. The registers don't open until 6, so. And it's a half hour less that I have to be.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was just glad that it didn't start snowing until like close to the end of my shift because cleaning snow to satellite dishes sucks.
It was doing that weird stopping and starting thing Sunday for me. And it's like I said, it's like I went in the house, and really didn't go outside too much. I took a nap, and then I came back and said, "What the hell happened while I was asleep?"
Well, because like
For an hour.
Because it was that weird thing where it had kind of apparently started snowing like lightly throughout all of Sunday, but it was so light that it didn't show up on the cameras. Because it wasn't snowing when I got to work, and I'm like sitting there and I like looked out the window, never saw any snow, and then all of a sudden like around noon like we started having some reception issues on BTV, and I'm like, I actually walked up from like, oh, there's like an inch of snow on everything, so that's probably the issue. So yeah, I had to go out and like sweep out the satellite dishes because two of the ones that actually get our primary feed don't have heating units on them for some reason. Money is the reason.
That's a reason.
So instead we use a roof rake and sweep snow out of satellite dishes with a roof rake.
Fair enough.
Super fun. Oh, what's more fun is that since, the tower is on the building when we have ice emergencies, where, like they don't let people park in the parking lot and you have to park across the street in the other parking lot and get shoveled across. But like if we get snow in the satellite dishes, I still have to go out there and sweep snow, and I just wear a hard hat. Because that's totally gonna save me when a car-sized chunk of ice. Yep, when a car-sized chunk of ice flies off that tower and hits me, hard hat's gonna save
Make
my
sure you
life.
put that safety hat on.
Yep.
Put the safety goggles on.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Yep. So I made the point to Yana and
The
my parents.
goggles, they do nothing.
Yeah, Yana and my parents were like, so when I die, when a car-sized chunk of ice hits me, sue the crap out of this place.
It's tough.
That is fucking sweet.
The best thing too is like the hard hats we have, like at least one of them is an Sanju 2 Harbors hard hat that I'm sure we got for cheap.
Are you sure it's a real hard hat?
This is just a fucking
Is it like that?
decorative
Is it
piece.
like that? Is it like that phone? The toy phone helmet I had as a kid.
The helmets that you get the batting helmets you get for winning the fast pitch thing. Yeah.
No, the best thing is real hard hat, but if you actually read the label, it's like if this ever has had anything hit it, immediately get rid of it. I'm like, we got a second hand from someplace. I don't trust this at all.
Oh, that is awesome.
don't make any enemies at work.
Uh,
Because
the-
that's
the-
how they're gonna. That's
Like,
gonna-
really,
that's
every
the
time
first
we have to do that, though, Brandon and I at work will just immediately start making Ghostbusters 2 references. We got the hard hats. Where do you think all this come from? The sky?
It's snow, so yes,
Yeah.
actually.
And also, all you can eat barbecue rib night at the Sizzler.
I'm surprised they don't make you wear a pair of safety waders when you go out there either.
Don't give them ideas.
I'm gonna suggest it.
Yeah.
Do you have to wear a vest?
Nope, just a hard hat.
That's
Oh,
not.
like,
That's not safe. You need to wear a vest.
the other great thing is like the front row satellite dishes is like in the ditch, and like they're supposed to shovel it, but they don't. So it's just like you're tromping down the hill like knee deep in snow into like a snowed-in fenced area.
So you really do need the waders.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I actually have my winter boots in the trunk of my car at all times. Which I mean, I bought those boots for standing in line for the 2 towers, and then like never used them again. So they get used
Money
now.
well spent.
Apparently, they're getting used now.
Yep. And on that fine note, I'm calling it a night. Thanks, guys.